Hello and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up, Hillcrest Academy walked it off against Kyoto last night, but first, today's top stories. The Washington City Council unanimously passed changes to the municipal parking code, allowing cars to park in previously prohibited downtown spaces on Thursday nights for street cleaning. Middle-of-the-road parking stalls are now open for parking, excluding curbside spaces. Council member Bethany Glinsman described the change as a logical decision, as street sweepers do not operate in the center area. Additionally, the council established a 2-hour curbside parking limit for South Marion Avenue from Main Street to Washington Street, although this rule was already customary and indicated by existing signage. However, the new regulations do not permit parking during snow removal, which falls under a separate ordinance code. The changes were swiftly approved after a second reading, with City Administrator Deanna McCusker noting that new signs reflecting the amendments had already been ordered. The council also unopposed approved updates to acknowledge existing stop signs in the Country Club subdivision due to increased traffic in the area. The Henry County Iowa Fair Queen contest will feature a team of 3 sisters as the new contest coordinators, emphasizing the community involvement in agriculturally focused judges. Former Fair Queen contestants Kelsey DeWitt, Kristen Smith, and Kenneth Smith will lead the contest. Kelsey, who was crowned Henry County Fair Queen and Iowa State Fair Queen in 2013, returned to Mount Pleasant and was asked to coordinate the contest. Due to time constraints, she enlisted her sister's help. The addition of the Smith sisters as coordinators has been well received by this year's Fair Queen candidates, who are excited to work with them. The sisters plan to put their own touch on the contest gradually and are focusing on community sponsorships and support. They have also chosen judges with connections to 4-H in the fair community. The prizes for contestants will include scholarships funded by sponsors. The contest will take place on July 12th, with 20 contestants competing in 3 age categories: Queen, Junior Queen, and Princess, with a shared passion for agriculture and their communities. Iowa's southern region received a much-needed rainfall, reducing the number of suitable fieldwork days to 5.1 during the weeks ending July 2nd, 2023, according to the USDA Crop Progress and Condition Report. Activities included hay cutting and crop spraying, with farmers preparing for the upcoming oat harvest. The southern part of the state experienced above-average rainfall, while the north remained drier due to weather pattern known as the Ring of Fire. Topsoil moisture was rated 17% very short, 38% short, 44% adequate, and 1% surplus, while subsoil moisture was rated 21% very short, 40% short, 38% adequate, and 1% surplus. Corn silking reached 4% with a 61% good to excellent rating. Soybeans were blooming at 25% ahead of last year, while with a 53% good to excellent rating. Oats were turning color at 43% ahead of last year, and alfalfa hay cutting reached 35% completion. Pasture conditions were rated 24% good to excellent, leading livestock producers to continue supplementing with hay. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the weather and sports.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
Bring the kids and share the memories from steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Maybe your memories are of great food from the North Village to the Log Village, or learning how to square dance over at the Dance Barn. This is the place where memories are made. Make plans now to enjoy the history of the past at the 2023 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 31st through September 4th in Mount Pleasant. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
At 5 Star Community Credit Union, we want to help you lead a better life. We offer competitive rates and convenient appointment times for all kinds of loans: auto, recreational vehicles, home equity, line of credit, holiday, and personal loans. We make it easy to build your credit and enjoy the good things in life.
We invite you to join 5 Star Community Credit Union. We are community-minded and member-focused. Come visit our locations in West Burlington and Mount Pleasant, or online at 5starcu.org. Federally insured through the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up, your 5-day forecast, but first, obituaries. Gary Lee Olson of Houghton passed away on July 14th at the age of 73. Schmidt's Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Marco A. Salazar of Mount Union passed away on June 29th at the age of 44. The Kimsey Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Edward Lee Peters of Washington passed away on July 5th at the age of 77. A celebration of life will be held at a later date. Jones and Eden Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. James John Anthony Joseph Venninger of Mount Union passed away on July 3rd at the age of 88. A massive Christian burial will be held at 10:30 a.m. July 20th at St. Mary's Roman Catholic Church. Elliott Chapel is in charge of the arrangements. Sandra Lynn Lane Barker of Keosauqua passed away on June 30th at the age of 76. A funeral service will be held at 10:30 a.m. July 14th at Pedrick Funeral Home. Nancy L. Boys of Keystone passed away on July 5th at the age of 90. A massive Christian burial will be held at 10:30 a.m. July 8th at Immaculate Conception Catholic Church. Phillips Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. That was obituaries. It is now time for your 5-day forecast. Today the weather has been beautiful with a high of 75 degrees and mostly sunny skies, although there is a chance of rain this evening. We're set to have great weather this weekend with a high of 79 degrees and partly cloudy skies on Saturday. On Sunday it will be 82 and mostly sunny. We will start our work week Monday with a high of 86 and clear skies. Finally on Tuesday it will be 83 and partly cloudy. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back we'll take a look at sports.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tony Starr and Mike Welcher in Mount Pleasant today.
At Brown Shoe Fit, we pride ourselves on traditional sit and fit service that's been serving the Mount Pleasant area since 1952. At Brown's, we have shoes for the whole family. From kids to adults, we carry the finest footwear for every occasion. Whether you're looking for something for work, casual wear, or exercise, we've got you covered. And don't forget about our selection of safety toe footwear for both men and women. Come visit us 6 days a week and experience the best in traditional sit and fit service. Brown Shoe Fit, where quality and tradition meet.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for sports. The number 2 Mid-Prairie Golden Hawks dominated the Class 2A District 9 tournament opener, defeating Wilton 10-0 in 5 innings. Led by ace Colin Miller, the Golden Hawks displayed a strong performance on both offense and defense. Mid-Prairie scored in every inning, quickly taking the lead with an RBI single from Brady Weber. Additional runs came from Alex Bean, Kane Brown, and Joe Hall. The 4th inning was particularly fruitful, with Joe Hall delivering 2 RBI triple. Colin Miller pitched a complete game, allowing only 2 hits and striking out 7. Mid-Prairie will face Durant in the Class 2 District 9 title game on Saturday in Wellman, having already swept Durant in 3 previous games this season. Hillcrest Academy secured a spot in the Class 1A District 5 semifinals after defeating Kyoto 4-3 in extra innings. The game remained scoreless until the 4th inning when Hillcrest Academy scored 3 runs, only for Kyoto to respond with 2 runs in the 5th, tying the game 3-3. In the bottom of the 8th, the Ravens scored the winning run with 2 outs, ending Kyoto's season. Josiah Beachy led Hillcrest Academy with 2 RBIs, while Seth Hours threw a complete game with 6 strikeouts. Kyoto's Aiden Anderson had a strong performance but ultimately fell short. Hillcrest Academy will face Regina Catholic in the district final on Saturday with a chance to advance to the Sub-State 5 championship. That is the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This is